Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kia Simone. And y'all know I had quit my job down there in Huntsville, but they had all the drama on the internet this weekend. So I said, let me see what's going on. So I'm down here about to watch whatever this most recent episode is. I don't know if it's 14, 15, 16. I don't give a damn. Because I'm not going to review no whole season, so don't ask me that. I'm telling y'all right now, we doing this one damn episode because they is messy than the motherfucker. I was scrolling through TikTok, minding my damn business. Well, not really. I was minding everybody else's business, but that's neither here nor there. I'm scrolling through TikTok. I done seen all these different statuses and people posting all kind of stuff. Like Destiny had the receipt. Yeah, Destiny pulled their card. Then I see Mel live on TikTok. You know what? Whoever believed that, whatever that was, because I must have been late. I don't know what the hell she was talking about. But whoever believed that, I hope your children suffer. I hope your grandchildren suffer. I said, why this lady down to the internet cursing people trying? What the hell done going on down to the damn Huntsville? So whatever episode this is, the episode that came on this past weekend, it opens up with Nell. I think she on the phone with her husband, Fletcher. And let me tell you something. Nell is messy and maniacal. That lady is damn near out her mind, but damn it, she is fine. The scene just opened up with her and her blonde wig, her big lashes, and her boobs all in the camp. You better go ahead. But apparently the mature bitches is beefing because she on the phone talking to her husband about she think her and Kimmy just don't mesh. See, this what happen when you mind your business. I've been minding my damn business and I don't know what they got going. Why is y'all beefing? They cut to the next scene, which is Kimmy and Tisha off in some room. It appears that they are at some getaway. They ain't home. They somewhere off in somebody else. Kimmy and Tisha are apparently sharing a room. And Tisha saying how it's funny to her that the people who are saying it doesn't matter about your room and who complains about a room are the people who don't have a room to complain about. But they got our stuff back here in the helps quarters. Kimmy said, well, when is Destiny gonna get here? Because when she find out that little cot in the corner is her bed, or she gonna cut up. Tisha said, I don't know. All I know is Mel said, Destiny. Apparently, Mel must have planned this trip and Mel must be responsible for who got what quarters. But Tisha goes on to say, I feel like it's disrespectful for her to put all three of us in this one small room that has one small bathroom, no closets, no dressers. It's the hottest room in the house, and that's exactly why I'd have been going. I wouldn't have been around that mother. As long as I got a card that works and some internet access, I'll book me a hotel, an Airbnb, and Uber up out this, as long as I don't end up somewhere where they give you 3 hots and a cot. So then we cut over to a scene with Stormy and a new lady, Trisha, somebody. I don't know what her name is. But Stormy is asking her how she feels about her first night on her first trip. The lady looked traumatized. The lady said, man, that was some Stormy. Stormy said, yeah, and that wasn't even day one. That was night one. Good luck. And then Stormy mentioned that Destiny would be showing up today. And the lady, Trisha, well, I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't mean to mess up your name. I don't know you. You're beautiful and all that. I don't know you. But they were saying how Destiny is going to be coming today. And the lady said, I'm happy she's coming too because she can defend herself. I said, what the hell is going on around here? Well, no sooner than I asked, I got my answer. They cut to the next scene, which is that big head Sunni. That lady gets on my nerve. I don't even watch this damn show. And just the clips I have seen of this mindless lady on the internet, she is FaceTiming with Moses about, hey, hubby, Lord Jesus. You can tell these people don't have no real relationship. You ain't got no real connection and affection with this man. He almost looks put off by her calling him hubby. And she's telling him about, I'm gonna need you to pray for me because Destiny is coming today. That lady said, I need you to pray for me. That man turned his head like, you don't leave me alone. That man literally looked annoyed at the sight of her. At the mention of Destiny, Destiny is grinning from ear to ear. But this heifer too desperate to see that. She's so busy thinking she done won some shit. She said yesterday was crazy. A couple people came for me that I don't even know. I mean, Trish, I don't know. And the whole time she's talking, his smile is just spreading across his face. And all the advice he got to offer her is, hey, just try to stay out the way. That means he know Destiny will whoop your ass. He said, don't let nobody get out of hand with you, but you know, at the same time, keep you cool. That means don't jump, because she gonna whoop your ass. And don't say too much neither, because she gonna pull some shit out that you ain't supposed to know and hurt your feelings. They cut back cut to Nell on the phone with her husband talking about, I guess, how Kimmy done told her she loud. She must have done pissed Kimmy off. Kimmy done told her she loud. She said, I shushed her. Me and her got into it. We just don't see eye to eye. We bumping heads. That's just the way it's gonna be. Nell, so beside herself, she's stuttering. Oh, you want to whoop her ass. So then we cut over to them at the beach, and they're all together. Apparently it's Mel and a few new ladies and the whole old crew. Mel jumps up and said, let me call my little island boo because he been texting me all night. So we still lying, Mel. This what we doing. We still telling them lies. We still showing pictures of hands and pretending people is calling and why? Just why? It was the man that work at the jet ski place. Just if I can. And Nell in the confessional with her bullshit like, I see Mel flirting with one of these island boys and he's very sexy and very good looking. I think she should take time to get to know him. Ma'am, y'all is on vacation. The man brought y'all a towel and a jet ski and all of a sudden you think she's Stella and he Winston. Y'all go sit down. And Mel is in the confessional about anybody who's been on vacation with Mel knows that one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on the jet skis because it's fun, it's sexy, it's cool, and no, I don't need anybody to drive me. Big girl. Why you got so much attitude about a damn jet ski? Tisha in the confessional about this her kind of vacation. This is what she been looking forward to. She happy to be on these jet skis even though her ass can't swim. She said, yeah, I'm out here and I can't swim. I mean, but that's just the chance you take. YOLO. If it's my time to go, I gotta go. If you don't go sit your ass down on that beach. I think people who go out on jet skis knowing they can't swim are crazy as hell. I remember a man invited me on a jet ski excursion. I told him, man, I can't swim. I'm not going out in that water. That man said, but I can. I'll take you out there. What the hell that got to do with me? If I fall off the back of this bitch and Jaws is out here hungry looking for his afternoon snack, what the hell is you being able to swim gonna do for me? Why is you out here jumping up and down on these waves knowing you can't swim and your mama will be down to the internet cursing all asses out if you don't make it home? So they're back on the beach on their 2 feet like they got good sense. And the group is divided. We see Stormy, Tisha, and Kimmy. They're standing in the water. They're talking amongst themselves about Destiny arriving. Tisha is saying, I'm probably going to have to go meet Destiny at the house. And I'm going to have to tell her that Sunni is here because I didn't know that Sunni was invited on this trip before I invited Destiny to come as a +1. So I'm going to go try to intercept her and tell her to see her before she missincere and to pop off. Stormy said, well, more than anything, I'm concerned about Destiny's interactions with Mel because I didn't know that they were this far gone. She said the night before, Mel was saying how she don't give the first damn about Destiny. I didn't know it was that deep. So while Stormy is talking about how she's concerned about the dynamic between Mel and Destiny, they cut back over to Mel and her girlfriends on the beach, and she's talking to some lady. I guess her name is Shanita. I'm gonna tell you right now, she gets on my nerves. She works my last nerve. She's one of those people who talks to hear herself. She literally likes the sound of her own voice. She thinks she's smarter than she is, and she say a lot of dumb shit. This lady annoyed the shit out of me. They're on the beach rather than enjoy themselves in this corny flirting they doing with these young men on this beach. They watching Tisha, Kimmy, and Stormy having a conversation, and the Shanita lady out of nowhere, there go the ops. What? Even Mel said, why do you keep calling her the ops? She said, because she said it out loud. And anytime somebody tell you who they are, believe them. I don't know why you don't want to believe her. They cut to a scene where they're all sitting at a dinner table. And this lady asked Tisha, can you be around someone that you don't like? Tisha said, yeah, I'm an adult. Of course I can. This lady turns to Mel like she's the old wise one. I'll watch her. You got to be a damn fool. Do you know how immature you got to be? Do you know how emotionally unintelligent you have to be to really think as an adult that a person who says, I can manage myself in a space with someone that I may not like is someone you need to watch? A person who would sit across a table from somebody and try to instigate a disagreement is someone who needs to be watched. You're the problematic individual and you don't even realize it. So she continues to explain to Mel that I guess because of that interaction that they had, that now every time Tisha walks away or they're in a group talking, they must be talking about me. Lady, you need to get some rent applications because you have condos in your head. They live in your head rent free. Anytime all I got to do is exist or stand up and have a conversation with somebody and it triggers your every insecurity and you think my whole existence and my whole conversation has to be centered around you, you are out your natural mind. This lady need more help than she knows. But child, I kept watching it. I see why her and Mel are friends. Mel said, well, you know who that remind me of, right? That sound like Jesus and Judas. You know, before Judas betrayed Jesus and took them pieces of silver, he sat down and ate with them. That's when the Jezebel spirit, not you, Jesus. Mel said in the confessional, Mel done lost her damn mind. For her to be sitting up here comparing herself to Jesus the Christ is absolutely crazy. She said her fans have absolutely blown her head up beyond return. So then they changed the conversation to Mel's relationship with Stormi. And Sunni is asking Mel, are you and Stormi good? Mel said, I mean, we good enough. I mean, she did have a problem with me at one time because I changed my number. And then she had a problem that she didn't have my number. And Sunni said, well, I mean, do you think that maybe there's a little jealousy there? Mel said, well, no, I'll tell you what I think. What I think is going on is people like to come into this circle and think they're going to take over and they're going to be the HBIC. And that's when she gets up because now you trying to dethrone me and we gonna have a war. I said, nah, this bitch is crazy. I mean, at least you admit it. At least you finally admit that you are over here fighting for title of HBIC on Love and Marriage Huntsville to the degree that you are destroying the show from the inside out, running off everybody that you bring on and destroying any semblance of a friendship you've had with anybody. And she goes on to say, I mean, just create your own throne because you won't dethrone me. Now, this lady can't be in her right mind. Well, I tell you, the secondhand embarrassment is too much for me because y'all know I'll drag any of them to hell. Y'all know I have had choice words for Stormi in the past. However, what we not gonna pretend is that, yeah, Stormi had some business troubles and you might have invited some of that energy on yourself. I had told you that when you was messing with Miss Wanda to leave them people alone because you don't know how that thing was gonna come back on you, but you bounced back and I'm real proud of you. So Stormi has bounced back with her body glaze and all that stuff. We not gonna play like that. Girl don't be down to the TikTok making $1 million alive. So what the hell are you talking about? About go build your own throne? Because from what I've seen, she went and built her throne and now you down to TikTok trying to follow the blueprints. This lady said you can build your own throne and sit beside me. That's why I brought you here. When I tell you your ego will embarrass you, when you allow yourself to be led by your ego to the degree that you are led out of your reality, that shit will embarrass you every time. How you gonna tell somebody that gets on the internet and make $1 million selling grease for people to put on their legs, but you can build a throne and sit beside me? That's why I brought you here. Well, baby, if you got all that power, where's the money and respect? So they're preparing for and discussing Destiny's arrival because apparently she arrived after everybody else. And Mel and her loose screw crew, they over there talking about the best way to get rid of a net is to ignore it or to smash it. So just don't even engage with her. Just ignore any foolishness if she come with any. And she starts coaching Sunni about when she gets here, don't you lose your cool. Don't you get upset. Don't fuss with her. Ain't nothing for you to be upset about no way. I said, hold on, wait a minute. Not the lady who used to be married and lost her whole marriage to a side chick, encouraging, coaching, and supporting the heifer who would sleep with her colleague's man. So at this point, Tisha and her 2 Live crew, they rejoined the rest of them on the beach. Well, they must have known there's some shit going on. They over here gearing themselves up to start some shit. So Tisha comes in as the voice of reason and says, we want to maintain peace on Mel's trip. So we're going to keep in mind that though people may have issues with one another that we need to address, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And Sunni speaks up to tell Tisha, well, yeah, I agree with that and I meditated today, but I want you to make sure that you tell your friend that. Because see, I'm not mad. She said, I don't have any animosity. I'm just here to have a good time with everybody. And Tisha's in the confessional saying that the situation with Sunni and Destiny puts her in a precarious position because she doesn't have a problem with Sunni and Sunni has never really done anything to her. She said she's always been nice to me, but I mean, I get why Destiny don't with her. So we see the ladies split up. Tisha goes back to the house to welcome Destiny, and the rest of the group goes off shopping. So they're in some jewelry store and they're looking at jewelry pieces. Mel asked to look at some piece and she asked the price. They said $22,000. I saw her try to act like that shit didn't shock her. Put them people down. Mel said, it's pretty, it's nice. Yeah, put it back. Meanwhile, Stormi is down the counter asking to look at a piece. She put it on. She said, how much is this? This is nice. They said $3,900. She said, okay, I'll take that. I said, not you buying stones to build your throne. And Stormi Kimmy goes on to explain in the confessional that she was just drawn to this piece. That anybody that knows her after her second season on this show knows that she's into crystals and all that stuff. So she's buying this piece to add to her collection of crystal jewelry. So then we cut back to the house. We see Destiny arriving. Now, girl, tell me why the hell you pull up to them people establishment with a t-shirt with your mugshot on it? Just damn. Destiny said, if y'all think y'all funny, bitch, I'm hilarious. I'm gonna take all the kiki out the shit you gonna talk about me. Her t-shirt also let us know that her case was dismissed. In other words, yeah, what's that shit y'all was talking? So as soon as Destiny arrives and put her stuff down, Tisha start debriefing. She said, I'm gonna just catch you up to all the bullshit going on because they've been waiting on you to get here. They might jump you. She said, first of all, I'm gonna let you know Sunni here. Yeah, I know. I didn't know she was gonna be here. I don't know why she around the group so much lately, but I just wanted you to know before we get to the spot, you see her and you lose your shit. I just wanted to make sure you mentally prepared for it. Destiny said, well, I need to mentally prepare for it. But in the confessional, she said, now, when she told me that the lady was here, I'm like, what the Tisha said, well, hold on now, because that ain't everything. I want to make sure you know everything before I release you to the wild and you tear the asses up. So on top of Sunni being here, Mel, Kimmy, and I had some sort of a lunch, brunch, meeting, dinner. I don't know what the hell them people been at. But they sitting around the table talking about girl code. And of course, they flash back and show us the clip from a previous episode where I don't know what the conversation was about girl code, but Mel is saying something about y'all talking about Destiny and girl code. And I'm like, and so Tisha is explaining to Destiny that, well, when Mel said that, I told Mel, you do know that Destiny has never tried anything with Martel. And Mel is saying something about, I don't know that. I don't know what she's done. Kimmy said to Mel in that scene, but that was your friend. She said, yeah, she was my friend. Kimmy said, but she never slept with your man. Mel said, I don't know what she's done. And Tisha said, I mean, well, you should have some sort of an idea of the character of a person and kind of a roundabout idea of what they might be capable of. Mel said, I don't know what she's capable of because she's not my friend. And I don't put nothing past nobody. You know who Mel is? I'm going to tell you, this is going to come off insensitive and rough. Mel is the chick that marries a man who she knows is a hoe. And she holds everybody accountable for him being a hoe except him. She's the chick that will make him cut off his female friends because the female friends are the threat, not him and his... That's why she has so much smoke for Destiny when she has no real concrete evidence that Destiny has ever done anything with Martel. You a woman, you friends with him, he's more friendly with you than he is with me, so that's all I need to suspect that you done laid up with him. The truth is you married a man that you cannot trust. And rather than tell that truth to yourself and accept that, you project the insecurity of being married to a man you cannot trust onto everybody around you. Then Destiny went on in the confessional to say, truth be told, if I wanted to sleep with Martel or Mel, I could have. Stop playing with my name. Excuse me. Are you trying to tell us they invited you for the menage a trois? Is you trying to tell us that they was around there swinging like they on a damn playground? Like, excuse me, what is you telling us? Destiny also goes on in this scene to mention that I'm probably the only female friend that Martel still has because I'm probably the only one he never slept with. So once Tisha has caught Destiny up on all the drama, let me let you know exactly what you're walking into. She walks her into their room. She said, I'm gonna show you where we staying, and this might be the most disrespectful part. Destiny said, Tisha walked me through a laundry room to our quarters, the helps quarters, and that's exactly what I called it when I saw Tisha and Kimmy in there. Because what is this? She said, I guess it's a nice dungeon. Girl. So they all move on to go to dinner. The ladies who are already out and about, they go to the restaurant, and Tisha and Destiny meet them there. So they're already seated when Tisha and Destiny arrive, and Kimmy is saying when they come through the door, she's looking to see what Destiny's face looks like because however this dinner goes is probably going to dictate how the rest of this trip goes. When Destiny and Tisha comes in, Sunni is in the confessional about Destiny walked in and you could just feel the entire energy in the room shift. Yeah, sometimes you walk in a room and you shift that motherfucker. You just ain't got it. She said you can just tell the tension is thick. No, you can tell she brings something out of you. She scares something in you, which is probably exactly why you wanted the man she had laid up with. So now that Destiny is there, they're all sitting around the table and Mel is asking them if they enjoyed their day at the beach. And somehow they bring up that the lady Shanita been texting with the chef from, I don't know where they been, some restaurant they been at, somewhere they been on the island. She been texting with the chef all night. And I guess Mel been playing with the jet ski rental guy. So they over there being Stella trying to get her groove back. And Shanita comes out of her mouth and first said, when Mel announced that she been up all night texting some random chef that she done met on this island, you the new ops. Tisha, she took your name. And then she goes on to say, you know, you just be a little excited when you got somebody to talk to. I said, there it go, you desperate. That's what it is. She over there with this sad look in her eye, but you know, you just be excited to have somebody to talk to. And Mel and Sunni over there, yeah, we understand. I bet the hell y'all do. Let me tell you something. I'm not above the desire of companionship. I ain't telling y'all I don't want somebody, Lord, please send me somebody. But I'll be damned if I'm gonna be around here texting random Winstons on an island. But I'm just happy to have somebody to talk to. Take your ass to the bingo hall. Do something. Shanita goes on to say that in her eyes, one of the best things about marriage is having someone to talk to, someone who's always on your team and always on your side. And she goes on to ask Mel, does she miss marriage? And Mel said, not at all. I don't miss it, not a bit. And she asked, well, how long did it take for you and Martel to get married? How long did y'all date? She said, well, we dated for 9 months. He proposed, and then we got married 7 months after that. Then Shanita turns to Nell, and she asked, Nell, how long did it take for you and Fletcher to get married? And she said it took about a year. So the new lady, Trish, pipes up and says, oh, it took us about 2 years. Shanita looked at her like, who the hell talking to you? She said, are you married? She said, well, technically, yes. I said, all right, I already know. Before she even explained this, she got a hood divorce. You marry somebody, y'all call yourself separating. Y'all separated indefinitely for years on end. Ain't never even went and talked to a lawyer. Y'all just around here telling everybody y'all legally separated. Y'all done been separated so long, y'all don't consider y'all self-married anymore. Even though the law say y'all ain't told us shit. So now you done gone, moved on, got to somebody else. You're running around, but you in a full-fledged relationship, and she goes on to say she's engaged to the new person, but ain't never got a divorce from the last one. You gonna take your project down to the courthouse? Shanita comes back, well, hold on. You married and engaged, but you throwing rocks at Sunni's glass house. Trisha said, and did. Absolutely did. I throw them again. Shanita said, but how? When your situation ain't no different. Trish said, yeah, it is. It's very different. I didn't go behind nobody. I didn't call myself sleeping with some friend, colleague, some lady I know's man. He said, my situation is that I separated from my partner. We never actually went through the court process of getting a divorce, and I ended up with somebody else. So now I'm in this situation, but I never went behind nobody. And they cut back to a scene that proves exactly what I said, especially about that damn Shanita. You desperate. They're having the conversation where Trish, Tish, whatever her name is telling them how the Sunni did is some dirty, underhanded that you are this lady's producer. You all up in her house, her life, her business, and you end up with her man. And Shanita's response is, well, that's different because that's work. That's work. So you and your co-workers, man, what in the Pandora and baby boy is this? A desperate chick will come up with anything to justify her desperate measures to get to her desperate end. So now Shanita and the Trish lady are going back and forth. Shanita is telling her, you judging her for the same shit you done did. She said, no, I didn't, because I didn't interfere in anybody's situation. So now Sunni pipes up to speak up for herself, but I didn't interfere in anybody's situation. Trish is going on explaining how her situation is not the same as Sunni's. So now Shanita resorts to moral compass. She said, at the end of the day, you were married and it's wrong to step out on your marriage. That's just it. Shanita said, you just making it sound real good for you. Trish said, but I was separated. She said, it don't matter. You were still married, which is true. But two things can be true. While Trish was wrong for how she handled her situation, Sunni is also an underhanded, dirty motherfucker. Stormy spoke up to ask, so are you basically saying, Shanita, that if she is legally married, it's wrong for her to entertain anybody at all? They said, yeah, because she's married. That's just the principle of it. Stormy said, no, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I said, the day Courtney messed up, that's the day she gonna be on somebody else's ass, because she is adamant about that. She done said that several times throughout this damn show. Here goes starter Shanita about, well, Destiny, I haven't seen you in a long time, and Destiny let us know that they actually have a backstory that she and Shanita used to work together at a restaurant, and Shanita used to run her damn mouth back then, so this is true to her character. This is just who she is. But she goes on to, I haven't seen you in a long time, but before you got here, I said that I was on Sunni's side. simply because I hadn't heard your side of the story. So, I mean, I would like for you to tell your side of the story if you like. Just what in the hell? So Destiny said in the confessional when Shanita asked her that, she's thinking to herself, who the hell are you? That I have to explain myself or my story to you. But being that y'all decided to bring up the situation with Moses, I'm going to go ahead and lay the details on the table. Destiny said to the table, I will say this. I feel like our interpretation of friendship is different. I feel like our interpretation of a working relationship that extended a year plus beyond work. She was my friend. We were in communication after the job ended. I think our interpretation of that is different. I have messages in my phone from this lady saying, I miss you and I love you, sis. Some ladies at that table say, I love you, sis. Sis! Sunni is so absent of mind and morals. This heifer said, but that was a response though. Shanita said, but you said it. Why would you text that lady, I love you, sis? She said, well, yeah, I said, I love you, sis, miss you. But I'd have said that to any of y'all if I worked with you for a month. Shanita said, if somebody tell me they love me, I don't care if it's a man, woman, boy, girl, cat, dog. If I don't love them, I'm not saying that shit back. Sunni said, well, that's my response. If you say it to me, I'm going to just say it back. So that explains your marriage. Just a bunch of empty words, absent of any real affection or emotion. Just girl. So Stormy goes on to ask Sunni, well, how many times did you communicate with Destiny after the working relationship ended, after you stopped being her producer? Sunni is extremely defensive at this point about, I talked to her maybe 3 or 4 times over the course of a year. So Stormy turns to Destiny and said, Destiny, what I think she's saying is once she stopped producing you, you stopped being her talent. Basically, she disregarded any relationship between y'all. Destiny said, well, that would be cute and all, but the problem is she was managing my music career. Girl, God, they are taken aback at that damn thing. I know you lying. And Sunni nodding her head, yeah, she's right. So Stormy turned to Destiny and said, well, let me ask you, how long did you and Moses continue to date after Sunni was no longer your producer? Destiny said, Moses and I were dating up until August. They got married in December. They start counting. 4 months. Nell started asking the questions that matter. Nell said, hold on, because you say y'all ended in August. They got married in December. But you say he was still sending you money in October. That's my kind of question. Follow the money. Destiny said he was sending me money in September. Sunni said, well, that's because he felt like you needed help. Fool, and he was the one that wanted to give her the help. Are you dumb? Your husband, your man, out here paying the next bitch bills, and you like, well, it's because he thought you needed help. Stormy said, hold on, you up here talking about he sent her money because she needed help, so you knew? You knew he was sending her money? Y'all, this lady slower than molasses. Do you know she said, well, no, he didn't tell me then, but he told me now. He's telling me because everything is coming out now, girl. Stormy said, but Destiny, you didn't know. Destiny said, I didn't know nothing about them. So now Sunni is trying to defend her man. They hadn't seen each other since January of 2023. Destiny said that y'all were dating in August. She said we exchanged numbers in August. Destiny said that how long did it take for y'all to be in an official relationship? She said about 90 days. She said for y'all to be official. She said no, for us to get married. And you could tell she thinks she done did something you don't know. You are on the upside of a man finessing you. Well, when sis said it only took us 90 days to get married, Destiny started dragging receipts all across that table. That motherfucker pulled that phone up. Okay, August 7th. I love you. I miss you, boo. Oh, ma'am. Now Sunni trying to defend this about, well, we weren't dating. I told you all we did was exchange numbers in August. Destiny kept going. She went to September. Good morning, baby. I love you. I miss you. Now Sunni embarrassed as hell. Sunni looking around like, what this got to do with me? I mean, I don't understand. I'm not Moses. No, you Moses' wife, fool. And while he around there singing Sexy Red to you, but I love you. You my everything. He around there telling this lady, good morning, baby. I love you. You need a couple dollars. And that's the man you were willing to backdoor this woman for. Keisha at the table by, yeah, Moses playing some games here. Stormy in the confessional about, Destiny's receipts are actually receipting, and they trying to deflect from Sunni about, look at Moses and this Moses was doing. She said, but Moses is a man. I don't put nothing past them, and I don't expect from them. But Sunni, you as a woman, this got me looking at you sideways, because I'm trying to figure out, why did you want that man? Why did you want that in you, knowing that that had been in Destiny? She said, and that is what I can't get jiggy with. I said, nah, not Stormy got me agreeing with her. Mel said, okay, well, let's do long form division. Okay, so when did you and Moses get married? She said December. December what? She said December 9th. Mel said, all right, so if we count back 90 days, that's about September 9th. So September 9th, y'all were in a relationship because you say y'all was official from the gate and it only took y'all 90 days to get married. So about September 9th, that was your man. So Destiny, what is the last date you got a message from her man? Destiny said the last communication from him was in October. They all turned and looked at Sunni. Sunni said, well, I guess he made a decision. Girl, you are just desperate and dumb. And then she's not even honest with herself because she's in the confessional saying how she don't give a damn about none of that because as far as she's concerned, that's what a man who has options in dating does. He talks to multiple women. He dates multiple women. He was very open with the fact that he was seeing multiple women. She said, and he was also very transparent about his communication with Destiny. Now, he wasn't telling me about the I love yous and I misused, but he was very transparent about the fact that they were communicating. Then he wasn't transparent, or you don't know what transparent means. This is what it looks like when you want a husband by any means necessary. This is what it looks like when you idolize marriage and you are defined by a relationship status. This is what it looks like when you are male-centered and you do not feel complete and whole and worthy and valuable until you are validated by the presence and connection to a man. She said, to me, you're single until you're married, which is exactly why you move the way you move, because you think like that. You don't honor relationships and commitments, and you will do anything to get a man, and you will do anything to be a wife. And you're one of those people who thinks because you're single until you're married, all the underhanded shit I did to get married doesn't matter. Once I get married, this union is going to be protected because of the sanctity of marriage. So now Sunni frustrated. She said, I'm tired of this. I'm not going through this with you. Destiny, I did not consider you a friend. Okay, Nelson, that's all I've been waiting on. Just go ahead and tell the truth. Destiny said, clearly, you don't consider us friends and you never did because we shared ding-a-lings. Sunni said, no, we ain't shared nothing. She said, yeah, we did because you had it after me. You went after the one I had, so we shared them. She said, no, we didn't share nothing and we not sharing nothing because you don't get that no more. Destiny said, but we shared it because you had it after me. This fool said, but it don't matter because I got the ring. Destiny said, okay, you got the hardware, but I got the heartstrings because he's still talking about me all over Huntsville. That's when I tell you I fell out. Because women like Sunni do not realize that a man will marry whoever is available, whoever will support whatever lifestyle they want, whoever will allow them to get away with their shit, especially if they are in dire straits, if they done played around for years on and done screwed over a bunch of women. Now they want to settle down. They done gone to the doctor. They might need somebody to take care of them after a while. And now, when they're ready to settle down, they will marry whoever fits into their life. Do you know how many women have stories of some ex of theirs calling them before they propose to a woman, before they marry a woman, they at their wedding venue, calling about if we got a chance in hell, I'll throw this away today. Marriage ain't always peaches and cream and love and unicorns. Now, said Destiny, just how do we resolve this? What do you want? Destiny said, I want them to leave me the hell alone. But before they leave me the hell alone, I want them to tell the truth about how this all came together, how it all transpired, and then we can shut it down. Sunni said, well, you can say what you want. That's your opinion. At the end of the day, I'm married. We're in this relationship. Hopefully she can move on and she can be happy. Destiny said, I've been moved on. I got me a fine ass man. Nell said, all right now, I'm about tired of this shit. Y'all know she got about dragged about being a side chick last year. So she said, how are we going to have some fun? Let's just change the subject. I'm tired of this shit. What we doing tomorrow? She said, okay, well, yeah, we could change the subject. Yeah, let's change the subject to Destiny and Mel. Do y'all have anything y'all like to talk about? Oh, so y'all determined to fight tonight. Tisha said we could just get it all on the table tonight. We get it all out the way. That way we don't have to worry about no beef tomorrow. We can just enjoy ourselves. Mel said no. I mean, I would imagine if there was something for us to talk about, we'd have talked about it long before tonight because I haven't talked to her in a year almost too. Tisha said, oh, okay, that's interesting because just last night you were saying her, so I figured there was something to talk about. Kimmy said in the confessional, you know, Tisha just don't be checking the temperature. Why wouldn't you read the room? Check the temperature before you start some more shit. I said, no, you done read the room wrong. It ain't that Tisha don't check the temperature. Tisha know it's hot than the motherfucker. She don't care. This is Tisha's way of saying, yeah, you was talking all that shit. Talk that shit now. So Mel says, well, yeah, I said what I said last night, and I meant what I said last night, but I feel like my energy since y'all came in and sat at this table has been an energy of peace and fairness. I said, what in the two-faced bullshit did you just describe? What? Basically, yeah, I was talking cash about you. I said, fuck you and everything you stand for. But now that you here, I'm going to act like we ain't got no problem. Tisha said, okay, cool. Well, good. That's what I needed to hear. Destiny said, well, not me, because why me? So now here comes Sunni wanting Destiny thrown under the same bus that she just got her ass rolled over by. She said, Mel, she's saying how the friendship we had is so solid, but how did she drop the ball with you? So now when Tisha asked, Mel had absolutely nothing to say. Sunni asked, and Mel want to give us a chronological rundown of the beef. She said the beef dates all the way back to her video premiere party that was at the end of season 2, I think, where Destiny came to her and was telling her about how she doesn't have a village. And then she felt like Destiny was speaking to her aggressively at a taco party she had or something. Then at the reunion, Destiny put her on blast for speaking to her while they're filming and ignoring her when they're not. Destiny, it's all right. Well, you want to run it down? Let's run it down. She said, first of all, at that party that you had, that dinner that you said I was speaking to you aggressively at, what actually happened was you kept over talking me and cutting me off. And I stood up for myself and asserted that you weren't going to talk over me and cut me off. That was not me being aggressive. She said, I felt like you were talking to me like a child in that situation, just like you handled Tisha and a few other people at this table tonight. Like, this is not what we're doing. We're not going to do that. This is what we're going to do. She said, you have a tendency to speak to people with a tone that comes across like you're parenting. And furthermore, this is the first I've heard of some of those issues you had because you never made it known. You never communicated to me that you had a problem with me behind the specific things that you just mentioned. When our friendship ended, you didn't have to drag my name. You didn't have to call me all kinds of liars and everything else. You could have exited the situation gracefully. But we know that that's not how she gets down. The cycle is, I call you my friend, I make you my op, you become my arch nemesis, and then I go out of my way to tear you down. So Mel is glaring at her like she's supposed to be scared of her by let me know when you done. Girl, fix your face. Tisha interjects to say, Mel, are you listening to her? She said, I heard her. She said, yeah, but are you listening? She said, of course I am. Tisha said, okay, because I just feel like the both of you are hurt. I don't really know your side, but I really think that that's the situation. Now she mad with Tisha about, Tisha, I don't need you to get in this because it ain't gonna go well. Girl, I wouldn't give a damn where it's going. You ain't gonna talk to me like you crazy. And Kimmy is in the confessional reminding me of why she get on my nerves sometimes, because she's talking about, of course Mel is pissed. This is what I was talking about starting this conversation now. How did Tisha expect this to go? Here's the thing. Why, if you are so offended by having the conversation, by somebody confronting you with what you said, do you say it? Why would she be sitting up talking about the girl the night before, about Destiny, and talking about her at the beach, about the best way to get rid of a net is to ignore it? Why is she talking about the bitch like that if she don't want nobody talking to her about how she talk about the bitch? I cannot stand people who do that enabling bullshit where you will only hold certain people accountable, and the one person who you either think got the power, the money, the respect, or you are afraid of, you won't say shit about. Because why is it okay for her to be sitting up talking about her, somebody who ain't got nothing to do with her life, but then when somebody confronts her about why were you saying her, now you got to gear up to do battle. So Mel goes on to say, you know, I really don't feel like we need to rehash any of this because it's so old. Well, if it's so old, why was it just her last night? And that's what Destiny said. Destiny said, I mean, we can say it's old, but just last night you were saying fuck me. And what it comes down to is you don't fuck with me and I don't fuck with you. Like, just say that. She said, but if they can walk with you, I can walk around you. And that's why I'm here. Now, what we not gonna do is play like there weren't two sides to the story. You were not a victim. Now, maybe I wasn't a victim, but you weren't either. She said everybody felt wronged in the situation. And I have never done anything intentionally to hurt you, whether you believe that or not. So here go Mel with her bullshit about, you know, sometimes what it is, y'all, is I'm just a little naive. I just take people at face value. My heart just goes out to people. Just, girl, save this martyr bullshit about how you're just this sweet, loving woman and you befriend everyone and you're just so naive and you don't know any better. You're not naive worth a damn. You manipulative as She said, sometimes I have to sit with the thing before it registers with me. And I'm like, no, hell no. Like, for example, Destiny, I had an ex that was putting me through hell, and I'm on the phone with you, and you gonna tell me you gonna call me back because he's beeping in. Mel said, now fast forward to present day, we have her hanging out with his mistress, her posting pictures of my children and his mistress. Destiny said, girl, wait a minute now. You ain't gonna tell that lie. I went to his house for a birthday celebration and the girl happened to be there. What you want me to do? She said, at this point, he got a whole child with the girl. I wasn't hanging out with her. I wasn't kikiing with her. That's not my friend. She's not somebody I'm cool with. Sunni, dumbass, goes to interrupt, but you posted a video of her where Destiny said, I posted a video of Martel for his birthday and I don't have to explain shit to you. Sunni said, yeah, you don't. Shut your ass up. Destiny said, as I said, I posted a video of Martel for his birthday and she happened to be in it. I don't know what you want me to do. Mel said, oh, okay, she just happened to be in it. So Tisha steps in on Mel's behalf and said, well, to Mel, it looked like y'all kick it like that because you posted something with the girl in it on your page. Destiny said, and when it was brought to my attention, I immediately took it down. Mel said, but why did it have to be brought to your attention? Destiny said, because that wasn't the first time. I've been over there a million times and I got a million videos playing with the kids and she's in it. Destiny said, I never hung out with that girl when you and I were friends. It took me 3 years to even be in the same space as that girl. The first time I met that girl, I was showing Martel a house and Martel brought the girl with him. And I was so uncomfortable that I pulled him aside and asked him, why did you bring her? Shanita said, but she's comfortable now, so let's move on. Shanita, shut your ass up. Destiny said, it's not that I'm comfortable, it's that he's comfortable. That's who he's with. He has a 3-year-old child with that woman. So what am I supposed to do? Say, oh, well, I ain't gonna be friends with you no more. I ain't coming over for the Labor Day cookout because that's who he chooses to be with? Destiny said, hell, let's tell the whole truth. She said, Mel, you were the one that used to sit up on the phone talking to that girl all the time like y'all were friends. Mel said, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Destiny said, yeah, you were because you were trying to teach her how to respectfully cheat. If words coming back to bite you were a person, now Mel is beside herself. What? You mean that I was trying to teach her how to respectfully cheat? Girl, what? Mel said, are you kidding me? Destiny said, no, because I witnessed that. You were trying to teach her how to respectfully cheat, and she would not listen. Mel said, but that's stupid. That's so stupid. Sunny off to the side, what woman would say that? You. Go find a mirror. You. Mel said, if that's the case, if I was so okay with my husband cheating, I would still be with my husband with my 4 kids. But Mel, you were. From the time we met you, from season 1, episode 1, you were talking about respectful cheating. You were never talking about leaving that man. You did not want to leave your marriage. You were using this show and exposing him cheating as leverage to make him be faithful. You talked specifically about how there is a difference between a man who respectfully cheats and his spouse never ever finds out versus a man who don't give a damn and let his hang out all around town. I believe it was both Mel and Arionne that at some point told the story of Mel showing up at Arionne's door to have conversations with her and negotiated with that damn terrorist about her marriage and told that girl, well, if he don't stop coming over here, then when he come over here, you call me. You think you gonna collaborate with the side bitch about making your husband stop? Ain't no honor amongst thieves. And when you exposed his cheating to the world, y'all only had 3 children. You told everybody you was leaving him and he was sorry and this, that, and the third, and then you popped up between seasons pregnant and wanted to save your marriage. What ended up costing the marriage is he would not leave that girl alone even after he was exposed for his infidelity. And then he turned around, got her pregnant, and was dirty enough to tell you he got her pregnant on Mother's Day. You didn't leave your marriage because cheating was such a deal breaker. You left your marriage because the way he was cheating was a deal breaker. We're not going to play them games. You're not going to play like this was not all recorded and aired on TV. So in the confessional, Mel says, if I was actually supportive of or teaching this woman how to respectfully cheat with my husband, that would negate all of the hurt that I went through, all the crying that even Martel said he saw me crying in a closet and all kinds of shit. Not necessarily. Because, as I like to say, 2 things can be true. You can be out here trying to tell this woman and this man not to embarrass me. I know that this is the situation. I know what's going on. I can't stop it. I ain't willing to leave and he ain't willing to quit. So the only thing that I ask of y'all is that y'all don't embarrass me. Whatever y'all do, do it discreetly. Keep that shit under wraps because this is still my husband. I have to keep my face clean in the public and I have to raise these children. So you could be out there saying, listen, y'all just don't disrespect me. And on the flip side, your hurt could be based in not just that he's cheating, not just that he's unfaithful, but the fact that this man don't have enough respect for me to cover his shit up. The fact that this man is out there just embarrassing me to the entire world. So I can't go to church, to the grocery store, to the gas station without him looking at me sideways because she done seen my husband out with the next. She said it just don't make sense, and I feel like Destiny just pulled one out her ugly big ass. Well, ugly. Ugly is a damn lie, and big is a compliment. So, I mean, Destiny said, I watched you talk to that girl. I watched you DMing and texting and calling, talking to her about tell me when Martel is going to be there. Call me if he come there. I watched you communicating with this girl. Mel said, who fed you that bullshit? Martel. Destiny looked at her like, girl, you got to be out your mouth. She said, because that's the only person I've ever heard say that shit. They were friends. They were friends. Mel, you and Arionne told us this shit. Where were you, girl, child? Mel told us how she went up to the girl apartment late one night and sat there talking to the girl for hours. She told us how the girl would be calling Martel's phone back to back to back, and she finally answered the phone and talked like, girl, the problem is this truth goes against the facade of an image that she projects today. She uses this whole, I'm so strong and I'm woman, hear me roar, and God said go and I left my marriage, but that ain't really what happened. So when you present this truth, it cracks the face of that facade. Destiny says, so all this didn't happen? Mel said, so you're telling me that I was okay with my husband cheating? Baby, that wasn't the question. The question is, are you telling me that all of this didn't happen? And I noticed that you quite loudly avoided the question. Mel said, well, if that's the case and I was so okay with my husband cheating, why were you out here acting like you were a shoulder for me to cry on? What was I crying about? Being embarrassed by your husband who wouldn't stop cheating out in the open? Mel said, this is the question I need you to go back to. How did you come up with this conclusion that this is how this went down? Destiny said, when I watched you talking to her on the phone and I asked you, why are you on the phone talking to this girl? Let's all blacken and go whoop her ass. That's where I got this from. So now Mel go admit about, well, was that because I was in support of him cheating or because I was trying to catch him cheating? What else is there to catch at that point? If you know your husband ain't faithful, you done finally caught him not being faithful. You done talked to the side chick your damn self. What else is there to catch? What are you talking about? Destiny said, I told you I wouldn't be on the phone with that bitch. Mel said, and that's fine. You can feel like that. But you just sat at this table and said, I was trying to teach her how to respectfully cheat with my ex-husband. And that's a fucking lie. Mel doing all this screaming and carrying on. And I noticed that Shanita piped up to tell Trish to calm down and lower her voice when they were talking earlier. But Mel about to lose her shit at this table and she ain't opened her mouth to tell her to pipe down yet. Destiny said, but you did. And y'all had multiple conversations. You did try to teach her how to respectfully cheat with your husband, period. Mel said, well, yeah, of course we've had multiple conversations because she would DM me on Instagram. She would call my phone. Destiny said, and you would call her too. I mean, it was a two-way street. Mel said, and she has the receipts to prove that it was Arionne trying to get in touch with her. She said, I can show you the messages where she's saying, I'm going to tell you every time he comes over here. And I have the recordings of the phone calls where I asked her, what do you want? Why do you keep calling me? What you want me to do? Destiny said, yeah. And at that point is when I asked you, why are you even talking to her? Let's put on all black and go tap that ass. Didn't I say that? Mel said, yeah, you did. But why are you sitting here saying that I was trying to teach her how to respectfully cheat with my husband? Destiny said, because that's how I perceived it. And in the confessional, Destiny said, I mean, I don't understand. She's saying all this shit while she was doing that in an effort to leave him. But you catching him, you're leaving him. You're coming back to him. You're getting pregnant knowing he's still cheating. And you were still talking to the girl. So the shit you saying ain't making no sense. And Destiny asked the same exact question I had. She said, you already caught him. You already knew he was cheating. So what are you catching? What are you talking about? And Destiny goes on to say that in the past, Melody has been a proponent of respectful cheating. And they showed the clip from season 1, episode 1 to prove that. She said watching them interact just felt to me like watching her direct this woman about how she wanted them to operate. And I said that to her. I said that to her face. And I just can't deal with somebody who would sit and lie to mine. And child, the episode ended with Destiny jumping up from the table about, so that ain't happened. That ain't what you said. I said, all right, yeah, she's about to go left. They all, why you getting up? Destiny said, I can stand up. No, you can't. Sit down, please. But that's it. That's all. Now I ain't got no more. Child, I had to get that off my chest. They had it going on in this episode. Now, I ain't saying I'm going to go back and watch the season. I might not watch else from this season. But I said this episode here was worth watching. And I thank y'all so much for coming down here listening to me and letting me get it all off my chest. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're not already. And in the meantime, until next time, just like every time, y'all know I love you and I mean it. Bye.